The movie kicks off with our central character, a mom named Ronan, getting ready to bring her daughter Dodo back home. Dodo's been living in a daycare since her birth, but under the caring supervision of a kind man called Ming. This arrangement was necessary as Ronan was struggling with her mental health issues. A social worker guides Ronan to the daycare where Dodo has been staying, setting the stage for an emotional reunion between mother and daughter. With high hopes and optimism, Ronan brings her daughter home, eager to begin a new chapter of their lives. However, their newfound playful time is pierced by an alarming, shattering noise originated from one of the rooms. As Ronan goes to check, Dodo's seen staring at the ceiling, hinting the presence of an unseen spirit. After the unsettling noise, a series of weird occurrences escalate the tension. The house plunges into an unexpected darkness, punctuated by sporadic hallway lights flickering on and off. Mysterious sounds of a person crying echoes from the elevator, and Dodo's toys are found scattered. The toilet flushing on its own amplifies the eerie atmosphere. After a nightmarish exploration, Ronan finds Dodo missing from her bed. A trail leads her to the balcony where Dodo, in a trance-like state, repeats her own name before retreating back to her room. In her room, Dodo lets out such a powerful scream which ends up closing her room's door. Seeing this, Ronan rushed to her daughter's side to provide her a comforting hug. The following day brings more unsettling news as Ronan is informed by the kindergarten teacher about an incident involving Dodo biting a classmate. Apologetic, Ronan drives her daughter back home. It feels like some sort of spirit is haunting the family. In the subsequent scene, Ronan finds herself called back to her daughter's school. It appears Dodo's behavior is causing concern. Her constant whispering to herself and unsettling habit of staring at the ceiling has bothered the principal's attention. Seeking to ease her daughter's integration into the school, she offers gifts to Dodo's classmates in an attempt to stop their potential teasing. This day also unveils a chilling piece of evidence, a video captured by the principal showing an eerie elongated hand stretching out towards Dodo during their playtime, hinting at the sinister presence of an evil entity. Time moves forward to Dodo's birthday celebration held at a bustling local mall. Upon concluding the birthday party, mother and daughter make their way home only to be greeted by their landlord. He wants to discuss the removal of Buddha statues placed on the rooftop of their building. As Ronan engages in conversation with him, Dodo, seemingly urged by the baddie, ventures to explore the rooftop. She daringly leaps over a fence to retrieve a knife. Dodo then re-enters the room full of Buddha statues and chants a strange incantation. Discovering her on the rooftop, Ronan frantically snatches the items Dodo is holding. Dodo's quickly swept up and rushed to the hospital's emergency room due to sudden, unexpected increased rate of breathing. The surrounding unsettling occurrences begin to take a toll on Ronan, pulling her back into the dark depths of fear. She resumes her therapy sessions with her psychiatrist, yet these attempts at finding peace seem not effective. Ronan's turmoil is fueled by a deep-seated guilt arising from a sin she believes she committed in her past, the effects of which are now seemingly manifesting in their lives. Amid this turmoil, Dodo's health begins to deteriorate under Ronan's care, leading the court to take back Ronan's custody rights. However, Ronan refuses to accept the court's decision, and in a burst of desperation helps Dodo escape from the hospital. They make a brief stop at their apartment to gather their essentials, alerting the authorities and social workers to Dodo's disappearance from the hospital. The search for Dodo begins centering around Ronan's apartment. Meanwhile, Ming, recognizing Ronan's parked car, discovers Dodo hidden within. Ming is torn between loyalty and duty. He understands the pain of separation from a child and empathizes with Ronan's desperate actions. After spotting Ronan making her way back to the car, Ming makes a crucial decision. He allows Ronan to enter the vehicle, and together they drive past the law enforcement, setting the stage for the next riveting chapter of their journey. The intriguing tale takes a significant turn as the fugitive mother-daughter duo embarks on a journey to the root of their troubles. They head towards a place where Ronan believes her past sin led to the eerie happenings that unfolded in their lives. This story brings us back 6 years prior to remote mountain village where a forbidden cursed tunnel built by its devoted inhabitants who worship the goddess Mother Buddha held a mystery. This goddess was rumored to reside within this tunnel, a scenario that intrigued Ronan and her partners, brothers Yuan and Dom. The trio operated an online streaming channel. They viewed this strange legend as an intriguing subject for their next episode. Yuan and Dom's ancestral ties to the village offered a convenient excuse to probe the location without arousing the villagers' suspicions. Upon their arrival, the villagers greeted them with a distinctive hand gesture, indicative of their unique local customs. At the heart of the village, the brothers' grand uncle extended a warm welcome to them but displayed noticeable doubts towards Ronin. The village held a sacred family ritual which outsiders were forbidden from participating in. But to their surprise, an elderly lady intervened and, after a careful examination of Ronin, permitted her entry into the village. Now in the village, grand uncle reluctantly granted a tour of their hallowed grounds. During this tour, they see a young girl who's deemed the chosen one by Mother Buddha getting tattooed with cryptic texts. This sight adds fire to the already hot mystery. When inquired about the mysterious cursed tunnel nearby, grand uncle dismissed it as off limits for everyone, further fueling their curiosity. Later that night, the trio sneakily filmed a sacred prayer ritual. The ritual involved the great aunt cutting a lock of hair from the chosen one, which she then placed on pieces of paper inscribed with the names of Ronin, Dom, and Yuan. Each name paper was sealed in a red envelope. In an unusual turn of events, the chosen one approached Ronin and offers prayers over her stomach. Then Great Aunt explained that Ronin was to dedicate the name of her unborn daughter to Mother Buddha upon her birth. The Great Aunt's foresight into Ronin's pregnancy was the reason she permitted Ronin's entry into the village, believing her unborn child would be a pleasing offering to the gods. In the next scene, despite growing fatigued due to her advancing pregnancy, Ronin stayed the course, driven by Yuan's insistence on continuing their covert filming. During another hidden recording, they filmed villagers clustered in a room chanting an unknown incantation. Their secret observance was interrupted when the Chosen One dedicated their presence. Intriguingly, she invited them to join their activities, leading only Ronin into a room filled with art and statues dedicated to Mother Buddha. The Chosen One presented Ronin with a box of live frogs, encouraging her to feed them, adding another layer of peculiar mystery to their stay in the village. As the tale continues, we find Ronin feeding frogs in the presence of the Chosen One. Upon closer inspection, Ronin discovers the girl's left ear is missing, a shocking revelation that the Chosen One explains as a divine selection process. Mother Buddha took her flesh to distribute blessings upon everyone. In a sudden, eerie occurrence, all the Buddha statues in the room move and direct their gaze towards Ronin. This unsettling event implies the divine selection of Ronin's unborn child. The Chosen One, seemingly driven by this divine signal, urgently encourages Ronin to bow and join her in reciting their incantation. Their strange ritual, however, is abruptly halted when Grand Uncle barges into the room. After their secretive activities are discovered, Grand Uncle demands their departure at dawn and confines them to their room. Despite this setback, their determination to unveil the village's mysteries remain intact. Under the veil of darkness, the trio manages to escape their temporary confinement and sneakily navigate towards the forbidden tunnel. Their journey's interrupted when Yuan, in a state of panic, urges them to hide as the villagers initiate their sacred ritual. The ritual includes the Chosen One and a goat presented at the entrance of the mysterious tunnel. However, Yuan, overtaken by his obsession to film their experience, breaches the entrance of the tunnel. Dom, unwilling to abandon his brother, joins Yuan inside the tunnel, leaving Ronin behind with the Chosen One. Soon after, in a terrifying turn of events, Yuan emerges from the tunnel screaming in terror and dropping their video camera. The villagers retrieve Dom's lifeless body from the tunnel while Grand Uncle severely criticizes Ronin for defying their sacred taboo. As she heads out, Ronin encounters villagers dressed in mysterious body quotes, chanting the creepy incantation. As she desperately searches for their car to leave the village, she stumbles upon Yuan, now a victim of a spirit leading to his death, and the horrifying sight of Dom's burning body atop a pole, a grim echo of the evil spirit that they encountered in the tunnel. After enduring the traumatic deaths of her companions, she locates their car and makes a desperate escape from the eerie village, leaving behind a trail of haunting memories and unanswered questions. The aftermath of the unnerving village incident results in the birth of Dodo. However, grappling with the lingering trauma and its toll on her mental health, Ronin makes the difficult decision to entrust Dodo to Ming's foster home. Fast forward to the present, where Ming, Ronan, and Dodo decide to make a daring journey back to the creepy mountain village. Upon their arrival, they seek guidance from a shrine's priest. The priest performs an exorcism on the cursed video camera and administers a sacred symbol to Dodo as part of the ritual. At the conclusion of this spiritual intervention, the priest's wife strongly warns Ronan against feeding Dodo for 7 days, emphasizing the dire consequences they may face otherwise. They heed her advice and depart from the village. In the subsequent days, Dodo suffers from intense sweating and other distressing symptoms. Despite the priest's wife's explicit warning, Ronan feels compelled to feed her daughter out of concern for her deteriorating health. Meanwhile, Ming takes the initiative to delve deeper into the mysterious events surrounding the village and Mother Buddha. He takes the video camera, a record of their harrowing adventure, and begins to analyze the footage. His investigation proves dangerous as he experiences a severe headache, attempting to restore the damaged video. The restoration repeatedly fails, particularly when it reaches the part depicting the interior of the haunted tunnel, indicating a sinister spirit protecting it. His investigation later reveals that the inscriptions and symbols align with the Brahmic script, a language used to document ancient Buddhist scriptures. This revelation leads Ming to the southern province of China in search of the only remaining Tantric Buddhist virgin monk capable of translating these ancient texts. Determined, Ming embarks on the challenging journey to China, reaching the isolated temple of the Virgin Monk. After exhaustive research and translation efforts, an unwell Ming concludes his investigation. He shares a video clip of the monk's incantation translation with Ronan, but decides to keep the restored tunnel footage to himself as this footage is cursed and results in evil possession of its viewers. In an unexpected twist, Ming's skepticism towards Ronan's horrifying experiences in the past dissolves upon personally encountering the inexplicable events surrounding the village and the tunnel. However, Ming's deep dive into the cursed video comes at a devastating cost. The knowledge that viewing the tunnel's interior could lead to possession haunts him. As predicted, he falls to possession, leading to a tragic end as he repetitively slams his head to death. In the face of Dodo's rapidly deteriorating health after being fed, Ronan frantically rushes her back to the temple. However, they arrive too late. The priest has tragically passed away, and his wife is now under possession. The possessed wife delivers a chilling message to Dodo, revealing her curse. This curse is a result of Ronan's failure to present Dodo's name to the gods on the day it was given. The possessed wife morphs into a horrifying monster and lunges at Ronan. In a display of survival instinct, Ronan deflects the attack, narrowly avoiding a deadly encounter. Amidst this chaos, Dodo vanishes from her wheelchair, only to briefly float and then drop back down. In her despair, Ronan calls for an ambulance, which swiftly transports Dodo to the emergency room. Now alone in their room, Ronan opens her stream and directly addresses the audience. She recites the strange incantation and encourages viewers to join her, urging them to memorize the mysterious insignia displayed. She claims it will bring them blessings. As night descends, Dodo escapes from the hospital and makes her way to the unconscious Chosen One from 6 years ago, found on the side of the road. This shocking discovery is promptly covered by the news, and Dodo's hastily returned to the hospital. The following day takes a dark turn when Ronan dismembers the right ear of the unconscious Chosen One. After this gruesome act, she reveals the long-concealed footage of the tunnel. The video captures Dawn and Yuan navigating the vast maze inside the tunnel, lined with Buddha statues and mutilated body parts. The heart of the maze houses the covered figure of Mother Buddha. Dom's fatal curiosity leads him to unveil the goddess, triggering his possession and marking the beginning of his end. As his demeanor turns violent, the tunnel echoes with disembodied voices, and strange arms emerge from the walls to attack Dom. Despite Yuan's desperate attempts to save his brother, Dom is beyond help after witnessing the face of Mother Buddha. His transformation results in an unrecognizable, bleeding face as he turns on Yuan, who narrowly escapes the tunnel, only to meet his demise through possession-induced death. Determined to put an end to the ongoing nightmare, Ronan in the present returns to the village, bearing the scriptures inscribed all over her body. She courageously enters the forbidden tunnel. She destroys everything in her path, except for the statue of Mother Buddha. Then in a haunting scene, Ronan offers the ear she took from the Chosen One in the hospital to Mother Buddha and recites the incantation before sacrificing herself. She confesses to her viewers about her earlier deception regarding the purpose of the incantation. Contrary to what she had initially claimed, the incantation does not bless, but curses those who recite it, along with their names. Furthermore, the insignia actually carries a spell for transferring the curse onto strangers. By memorizing it, the viewers unknowingly accept the curse. This method serves to dilute the curse's power, reducing the burden it inflicts. Desperate to restore Dodo's life, Ronan pleads with her viewers to recite their names along with the incantation one last time. She then willingly succumbs to the evil spirit possession and violently slams her head on the table. As the movie comes to a close, the viewers' mass participation in Ronan's livestream leads to a miracle. Dodo regains her health as the curse she carried has been distributed among the viewers, thus alleviating its lethal effects. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thank you for watching.